Have you ever questioned what's holding you back from reaching your full potential? Could it be the fear of failure? We're going to delve deep into this concept, the fear of failure. It's something that can easily become a significant roadblock in our journey towards success. This fear, it stems from various roots, societal pressures, personal insecurities, or even past experiences. It's a debilitating factor that can shackle us, preventing us from taking risks and trying new things. It's like a shadow, always lurking behind, whispering doubts and planting seeds of hesitation. The fear of failure can be so overpowering that it makes us question our own abilities. It makes us doubt whether we're good enough. This fear, it can stifle creativity, hinder progress, and ultimately, it can stop us from realizing our true potential. But what if we told you that failure is not an end, but a stepping stone to success? Consider the story of Thomas Edison, a man who failed more times than he succeeded, yet we remember him as one of the greatest inventors in history. Born in the mid-19th century, Edison had a curious mind from a young age. His thirst for knowledge was insatiable, and he was always tinkering, always experimenting. Edison's journey to invent the electric light bulb was not a smooth one. In fact, it was fraught with failure. He tried thousands of different materials in his quest to find a practical filament for the bulb. Each time he tried something new, it didn't work. But did he see these attempts as failures? No. His perspective was different. He famously said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This wasn't mere wordplay. It was a statement of fact and an insight into Edison's mindset. He saw each attempt not as a failure, but as a lesson. Each unsuccessful experiment brought him one step closer to success, to finding the solution. Edison's determination was relentless. He refused to surrender to failure. He didn't allow it to discourage him, to dampen his spirit, or to halt his progress. Instead, he embraced it. He learned from it. He used it as fuel to keep going, to keep trying, to keep searching for the solution he knew was out there. And eventually, after countless attempts, after countless failures, Edison found success. He discovered a practical filament for the electric light bulb, a carbonized cotton thread, which illuminated homes, streets, and cities around the world. Edison's story is a vivid example of why failure should not be feared, but embraced as a part of the journey to success. His determination, his resilience, his refusal to surrender to failure are what led him to his groundbreaking invention. And it's a reminder to all of us that failure isn't the end of the road, it's merely a detour, a stepping stone on the path to success. So, how can we begin to view failure not as a setback but as an opportunity? Well, let's start by shifting our perspective. Instead of viewing failure as a dead end, see it as a stepping stone towards success. For every stumble, there's a chance to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and stride forward with newfound wisdom. Develop resilience. Just like a rubber band, the more you're stretched, the stronger you become. Embrace your failures. They are the gym where your resilience muscles are built. Learn from your mistakes. Each error is a teacher in disguise, offering priceless lessons that textbooks can't provide. Maintain a positive attitude. Bottles half empty or half full? You decide. Even in the face of failure, optimism can be your beacon, illuminating the path forward. Failure, my friends, is not a pitfall but a ladder that leads to growth, improvement, and ultimately success. Remember, the only real failure is when you stop trying. To wrap up, let's revisit the key points we've covered today. We've explored the often debilitating fear of failure that can hold us back from reaching our fullest potential. We've reminded ourselves that even the greatest minds, like Thomas Edison, faced countless setbacks and failures before achieving success. Remember, it was Edison who said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." We also discussed strategies for embracing failure as an integral part of the journey towards success. It's about reframing our perspective, seeing each failure not as a setback, but as a stepping stone towards success, a learning opportunity to grow and improve. So, the next time you're faced with failure, don't let it deter you. Instead, let it be your motivation to persevere, learn, and grow. After all, success is not defined by how often you fall, but by how many times you rise again.